What is good? What is really good, my people? It is UK. Try to rub Dr. Blick, the darkest man around, and let's take this down a notch. Today's video is gonna be nice and relaxed. This is gonna be the type of video that when you're at a gym, you can plug your headphones in while you're working out. You can listen to this audio because the thing in the background isn't really gonna be relevant to what's going on. It's just gonna be me talking, and the image in the background or the video in the background is just there for background purposes for people that are actually want something to watch in the background. They probably put a gameplay of Naruto, Dragon Ball, or One Piece. I don't really know. I'm just gonna grab anything and just stick it in the background. But like I said, today's video is gonna be nice and relaxed, and then the next video will be a heavily edited video. But today's video is going to be a Blick story on my professional tryout that I had this time last year. I'm not really going to go into too much detail of the team because it's irrelevant. If you know me personally, then obviously you can ask me the team and where the team is located and all that stuff, yada yada yada. I can give you all that information if you know me personally. If you don't, then no point asking because that information is just useless to you because it's already happened. It was this time last December, or should I say it was last year December, not this time last year December, because this time right now it's November, not December. But honestly, it was a great experience, man. It was a great experience. I got to start from the beginning. Back in May, I came across a tryout for a professional football team, or how you guys in America say soccer team. I was looking for a team to join, and if you guys know me, the goal is to be a professional football player. That's always been the goal, and that is the goal to this day, and I'm still working towards it. But I came across this tryout, and this was just me looking for teams to try out for. So I thought to myself, why don't I look abroad in America? Why don't I take a chance and take a risk, bet on my own self in terms of taking it to the next level? Because a lot of people that try out for teams, a lot of people that are trying to go pro, their mindset is to go semi-pro, work your way up the ladder. Me, I've already played semi-pro multiple times. I've already competed on that level multiple times, and I've been solid multiple times. But the thing about me is that when it comes to football, I've always been naturally good. I've always been someone that never had to train extra. But as of recent, I wouldn't say recent, I'll say as of me being 18, as of when I was 18, I started to add extra training to my game because I wanted to give myself an edge. I wanted to give myself an advantage. So right now I'm 22, but as of 18, I started to train extra. I started to put extra work in, and I started to see results. I started to be a lot sharper. I started to be a lot quicker. I had one of the best staminas in the team, and it was benefiting me from all fronts. But going into this trial, or the trial I came across in America, I was coming off an injury and I wasn't really that active. And I trained a lot with the semi-pro team at the end of last year, struggling because I was playing catch up and my fitness wasn't there. So what I'll do is I'll go for a couple of miles jog every day, either in the morning or the night. I'll just make sure I put that jogging work in. And then my friend hit me up. If he's watching this video, he knows who he is. He hit me up and he was asking who wants to go to the park. So I go to the park to go and play football with him. And he asked me, so what's going on with football? Because in my group, I'm the guy that is expected to go far in football. So he was asking me what's going on, do I still play? And I said, yeah. And then I told him the team I was trying out for. And I said, I need to train, I need to get myself in shape. And he said, yo, I'm going to train you and I'm going to help you get ready for this trial. But just know, man, you just gotta be ready, you just gotta be consistent. I was like, yep, I'm gonna be consistent. I'm gonna be training hard, I'm gonna be working hard. So from that day forth, we started training from Monday to Friday. From about 3 p.m. to like 9. We obviously had breaks in between. It was hardcore training sessions. Some days were harder than others. Some days were solely focused on fitness. And honestly, man, my heart felt like it was gonna pop out my chest with the amount of times I was blowing, man. And the vigorousness of the training, with stuff tied around me to help me be faster, where it comes down to this kite sort of thing. It was like a kite, and I tie it around me, and then the wind will blow it back and give me some sort of resistance when I'm running. Will make me feel heavier and slower. I started incorporating skipping, which at first I sucked at, and to this day I still kind of not really the best at it, because I never do it consistently. It was just there to help me with faster feet and faster reflexes, you know. And then obviously the basic drills of dribbling through the cones and all that stuff. We did all that stuff a lot. Practiced a lot of shooting, game scenarios, turning. When people came down to the park, we played with other people as well to get a feel of playing with other people. And I was starting to get sharper and sharper. You practice on crossing, and then I'll be on the end to finish the crosses in, because I'm a striker. My job is to score goals, so I worked on that. And honestly, mentally, I was feeling ready. I was feeling excited. I was feeling pumped. And at the end, when the sun would go down, me and him, we would talk, and I'd be like, yo, I can't wait for this opportunity, man. This is something I dreamt for a long time. This is something I really wanted to do. I've never bagged a lot of time into that session, because you gotta think about it, man. From end of May all the way to early December of training. When you train a lot, when you work hard a lot, you start to feel confident in your own ability. Hard work makes you confident. And I was feeling confident, and I was feeling like everything was getting better. So the team that I was struggling with because of fitness, I couldn't do well because I wasn't quite there in terms of fitness, I started to be a lot better. It was evident, because in May the season was over for the team. So everybody was out there relaxed and all that stuff, but I was training, so I was more physically fit. I'm more sharper. So we did a game. In the tryout game, I ended up scoring 4 goals. And if you guys know a lot about football, 4 goals is a lot of goals to score. 1 goal is good, 2 goals is good, 3 goals is great, 4 goals is extraordinary. You know, you rarely see players score 4 goals, especially at tryout. I was quick, I was sharp, I was causing defenders problems. And in any sport, especially let's say boxing and football, it's all about making the opposite team or the person you're going up against feel uncomfortable. Because when you feel uncomfortable, it makes it hard for them to do, or for them to play to their own game plan, or them to play to their strengths, because they're not in a comfortable situation. And I was able to apply a lot of pressure, closing down well, winning the ball back high up the field, and linking up well with players, and I was just sharp. And I even said to my friend that I scored 4 goals. He was surprised, and we were going into the trial, we were confident, man. One of the biggest worries that we had was we weren't sure what weather we were gonna expect in LA, because obviously we went from summer all the way down to winter, all the way down to it getting colder and colder and colder. And we didn't know how cold it got. Did I say LA? I meant Las Vegas. We didn't know how cold it got in Las Vegas. We didn't know how cold it got in Las Vegas, because Las Vegas and that area I've been told that it's normally hot, and it's normally baking over there. You guys know the term baking. Baking means that you're pretty much burning. So as the weather was decreasing, we thought that the weather change was gonna be an issue, but luckily on the day it wasn't really an issue. The weather was pretty much perfect for the most part, but training was becoming a lot less. We went through a lot of footballs, because we'll either lose some would get ruined, some would get popped. We went through a lot of footballs. We went through a lot of different types of weathers. Trained in the cold, trained in the rain, trained in all sorts of conditions, and I even did some extra stuff to work on my strength and conditioning at home. So I was working on stuff extra, and we were building up sharpness. And one of the biggest mistakes I could say that I made was what can I say? One of the biggest mistakes I could say that I made was the lack of what's the word? The lack of I'm trying to think of the right word. The lack of games. I should have played more matches. If I played more matches, I would have been a lot more sharper. I would have been a lot more better. I would have been a lot more ready for what was gonna be installed, you know. And on my point, that was a bad thing to do for me, to try and preserve myself from not getting injured, because at that time I had a massive injury history. I was getting injured back again and again and again, so I prevented myself from getting injured by only focusing on self-training and all that stuff. But in the long run, that was a mistake, and that was a bad decision. I reckoned if I had that extra training, it would have helped me a butt ton. But we fast forward to going to America. Actually, the up and coming days of going to America. Obviously, at the time, I was moving house because there was a lot of stuff that was going on, and I wasn't able to train as much in late November / early December, because we were moving to a place temporarily. We had a lot of stuff going on, a lot of difficult times going on. I'm not gonna dive into that, but just know that there was a lot of hard stuff that was diverting my attention. And then it dawned on me that the trial was in like a week or two. I was going to America in a week or two, and then my heart, my excitement started racing. I became anxious. I became excited. I became what's the word? I became ready. You know, I felt like I was ready, and it was one of those feelings where feeling so ready to the point where you can't sleep. Like the day of the flight, I barely slept, man. I barely slept. And when we go on that plane, it was a struggle to sleep. My heart was like dun 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 dun. Have you ever been so excited that you don't feel hungry? That's what I felt, man. I was so excited that I didn't feel hungry. And what's it? The flight was 11 and a half hours. 11 and a half hours. And it was one of those things where I slept just to wake up that we still had another 5 hours left. And I was like, oh shit, man, this is a long flight. This is a really long flight, you know. And yeah, for the most part, it was a different experience being in a different country. We arrived there safely. I was like, yo, man, if I get in, man, I'm gonna reach my dream. I'm gonna be a professional. I'm gonna be a professional in California. Even though the trial's in Las Vegas, I will be a professional in California. And it got me excited, and it got me thinking about the possibilities, stuff that I've worked to. Made me think about when I scored my first ever goal. I remember it so clearly, and how it went in, and how it was a game to stop us from losing, to make it 1-1. I remember it so clearly, man. And remember all the come up, all the setbacks, everything just rolled through my mind, the injuries, and I was just like, damn, man, it would be a pretty amazing experience to see it happen, you know. And yeah, the day of the trial, we ate food, and obviously if you guys followed my post about being in America, Americans can eat. Americans can eat, man, nigga. They can eat, man. And honestly, man, the food was good. I had no problem with that. I rested. I had to sleep twice because obviously being from the UK, the time zones were kind of messed up. There was an 8-hour difference between the UK and Las Vegas. So we go to the trial. I seen people play. I'm just like, damn, these people don't look that good. I'm being honest, these people really don't look that good. And since they don't look that good, do I have it in the bag? Am I gonna succeed? Am I gonna do well? I did not know what to expect. Like, I didn't know what to expect. I go on the pitch, I do a run, where someone tried to give me a through ball, and I realized that, yo, damn, man, this air, this oxygen, man, it feels weird. I felt kind of like out of breath for a second. I was like, damn, this is kind of baking on me, man. This is a different type of feeling. And honestly, if you guys can hear that in the background, my bad. Honestly, it was a struggle at first. The pitch surface was different. My ball control was bad. I was panicky during the game, and it showed. The second half, I was a lot more relaxed. I realized that, I don't know, this could be down to the fact that that people in America, their best athletes don't play football, which is obvious. People in America, the best athletes don't play football. It came down to the fact that I realized that I was so much faster than everybody else there. And me, I am a quick guy, but I never brag about my speed. I never go, yo, I'm so fast, I'm rapid and all that stuff. I'm quick. I'm a quick guy. I'm fast. I got speed. Not a lot of people can keep up with me. If you can keep up with me, or you can pass me in speed, then you must be one rapid guy. Like, I remember in the last team I played for, that we did a sprint test, I was second. Like, and the guy that was first, I've never seen anyone beat him in pace. So if you're faster than me, you must have some exceptional speed. You must be an athletic sprinter, because that could be one of the reasons. And bearing in mind, I never really had the correct technique to run correctly, you know. But back to the topic, I realized I was a lot faster, a lot more sharper, and the way the game processed in my brain was a lot more quicker than everybody else. In America, they were kind of slow, wasn't as physical. And in the UK, man, with the way they dribble in America, you'll be elbowed in the lip, fouled, probably be injured. In the UK, it's rough, man. It's rough. The amount of times I've been elbowed in the mouth, the jaw, the throat, and all that stuff, just based on the defender trying to keep me off, trying to keep me away from the ball. Football's a brutal sport in the UK, and in America, it didn't really have that brutality. So even though these guys were built like trains, they didn't really use the same aggression that I did when they tried to be aggressive with me. They couldn't really barge me, or you couldn't really take me down like it was in the UK. And this wasn't because I'm built like a train, because I'm certainly not. It's just because this ain't the same UK aggression I'm used to when it comes to playing this sport. The first day was okay. I felt like I could have played better, but obviously you're not used to the people. There were people in my team that couldn't speak English. They were speaking Spanish, and if you're in America, you know that this sport is popular with a lot of Spaniards. So I go there. The first day didn't go great. I was kind of down. I was like, man, am I missing my opportunity? Am I missing the time that I had to try and achieve this dream? And the second game, I went in with the mindset of, I've got nothing to lose. And I played like someone that had nothing to lose. But instead of playing down the middle as a striker, I played left wing, and I was like, okay, that's cool. And left wing, I was causing all sorts of problems for the right back. The right back couldn't deal with my speed, he couldn't deal with my movement. He was struggling to deal with me and struggling to contain me. I was getting a lot of chances. I was linking up well with the striker. And this is a tip for anyone going into a tryout. Make sure you're friends with people that play around your position, because those are the people you're going to work with. And if people feel like they know you better, they're going to be more inclined to pass to you. So I made that my mission going there. And honestly, that second game was great. I got my goal. I was so happy. I was so glad. And at the end of the day, I showed all my athleticism. I gave it my best, even though obviously I can't really say it was my 100% best, because I always felt like I could have added more. But for that situation, I felt like I did well enough to get in. Like legit, I felt like I did well enough to get in. The coach at the end of it said, "A nice goal. How many goals did you score? Like 2 or 3 goals?" He thought I scored more goals than I actually did. So I'm like, damn, this guy must have thought I played really, really well, and it was great. I felt good. I felt confident. I was like, yo, I've got this in the bag. And then a couple of days later, I find out the news on my way to the airport back, and it says, unfortunately, you did not make it to the cut, to the second extended trial, but thanks for coming down. And I was like, damn, like, you don't understand, man. I always try and act like it didn't affect me, and I always felt like I'm on that level. That's what the trial made me realize. I'm on that level. It's just you work so hard from May all the way to December just to not make the cut. You grinded hard, you trained hard, and even though you trained hard and grinded hard, it still wasn't enough. And yeah, like to this day I always wonder what would happen if I made it, how life would have been different, you know. But yeah, like even when I'm at work, I'm just thinking to myself like, damn, man, this time last year I was getting ready for a trial in America, and this year, if I got in, this would have been my first full season completed. And yeah, it upsets me, gets me down, but I gotta push forward. I gotta keep grinding, and the next opportunity, I'm getting in. I'm not gonna leave nothing left on the table. I'm gonna do what I need to do, play the amount of matches I need to play, because there's one thing in football: match time can't be replaced. You can't replace match time. You can't replace all those stuff. Like, the aggression in matches are different from the aggression in training. The intensity is different. The willingness to win is different. And the next trial, I'm definitely getting in. And that's pretty much the story of what went down. Honestly, it's one of those things that I just think about to myself and just go, wow, I was so close, or maybe I was so far away. I'll never know the answer to that question, because I never really found out why I didn't get in or why I didn't make the cut. Obviously, there was plenty of people. They weren't gonna be able to say why everyone got in and why everyone didn't get in. But honestly, man, damn, I work hard, man. That's my goal: be a professional football player. Wanted it from a young age, from the Fernando Torres days at 11 years old, or from when I won my first Players Player trophy, voted by my whole entire team, and them saying that they thought I was the best player on that team, scoring every game. I just love the sport, man. It makes me happy, it makes me excited, and it's something I don't see myself ever getting tired of. Hopefully I achieve the goal long term, and hopefully I become the player that I know I can be at the highest level. Some people believe in me, some people don't, but at the end of the day, I gotta remain focused and I gotta keep grinding and working hard. That's why I'm able to get up, go to work, and do everything I need to do, because I know that I'm doing it for something, man. I'm doing it to further myself, and that's what it comes down to. And yeah, this is pretty much the video, guys. I know this is long. I know not a lot of people are gonna watch the whole entirety of the video, but if you did and got to the end, just let me know. Go, Dr. Blick, I watched all of it. If you didn't, man, you wouldn't know that message that I said at the end. But as a whole, guys, that's pretty much the story. A very deep inside of how things went down in Las Vegas.